Homelessness is one of the largest societal issues in the United States.
So if you
In
don't know by now, I am African, and today we are doing this for the culture. Today we are doing this for everybody that called us poor. We are doing this video today for anyone that thought that this is a third world country or continent for that matter. Today we are also so grateful. Let's also take a minute to be grateful that finally the internet can expose much more than what the media used to show us. Today we are reacting to the homeless states, a homeless population in America. Not to celebrate homelessness. It's not my prayer for anybody to be homeless, but I am rejoicing on the fact that we can now see the reality of what a nation is. We can see the reality of what worlds are. Let's get into it. A lot of people in the comment section, which will get into this as we continue on in the reaction, is they're talking about how would people be as homeless and still America has money to fund for wars and stuff like this in different nations. So we'll get into that discussion, but for now, let's see what the homeless population in America. Before we even start, let me tell you, if there's something that it is so hard for my head to fathom, is to imagine, but this is brought up with how we have been raised and the perspective that we've been given, it's imagining a white person is poor. This is, when I first knew this, it was just so mind-blowing. Yeah, so let's get into it.
A staggering 882,500 individuals were experiencing homelessness on a single night across the nation. Out of this homeless population, around 60% found refuge in sheltered locations and 40% were left to reside in uninhabitable spaces, such as streets or abandoned buildings, highlighting the harsh reality faced by a significant portion of the homeless community. 1. California. In the state of California, the homeless population has been a significant and growing concern. As of 2022, California had the highest number of homeless individuals in the United States, with a staggering 221,521 people living without a permanent residence. This accounted for a 6.2% increase in homelessness since 2020, ranking it as the...
This is not the America that I know, guys. This is not the America that any African has been told about. This is not.
18th highest increase among U.S. states. This issue has been growing for well over a decade, as evidenced by a 23.4% increase in homelessness since 2007, the 8th highest increase in the nation during that period. Furthermore, California's rate of homelessness is the highest in the country. Perhaps most alarmingly, 67.3% of the homeless population in the state is unsheltered, which is the highest unsheltered rate in the United States. 2. New York.
Before we even hear about New York, I'm keen to know in the comment section down below, especially if you live in America or you know more, or like you have details about these factors, is why as Africans, or as from where I'm coming from, we are taught that, or we are taught this mentality that there are so many opportunities in countries like America, what is famously known to be like first world countries, that is a discussion we can have on another time. But my question is, why be homeless? How comes you're not utilizing these opportunities? This is my question. If you ask me on why people are homeless in Africa, I could give you many reasons. But for now, let's stick to America. I'd love to know why would you say people are homeless?
2022, New York had the second highest homeless population in the United States, with a total of 104,178 individuals without a stable place to live. This figure reflects an 18.7% decrease in homelessness since 2020, which means that New York had the second highest decline in homelessness in the past 2 years.
Is this America?
Despite this progress, the amount of homeless individuals in New York has increased 18.5% since 2007, the 10th highest increase during this time. In terms of homelessness per capita, New York houses 52.4 homeless individuals for every 10,000 people, making it the state with the 5th highest rate in the country. Despite this concerning data, the state has one of the lowest unsheltered homeless rates in the U.S. at 5.4%, the 3rd lowest in the country. 3.
Florida.
Florida has a significant homeless population, ranking 3rd in the United States with a total of 45,959 individuals experiencing homelessness as of 2022. Despite this high ranking, the state has seen a decrease in homelessness over the past few years. From 2020 to 2022, homelessness has declined 5.6%, making Florida the 37th U.S. state in terms of homelessness change. The reduction is even more significant when looking further back, as there has been a 46% decrease in homelessness since 2007, making Florida the state with the third largest decrease in the nation over this period. For every 10,000 people in the state, approximately 21.9 are homeless, putting Florida in 21st place nationally in terms of homelessness per capita. However, the state faces a substantial challenge with unsheltered homelessness. Approximately 45.2% of those experiencing homelessness are unsheltered, ranking Florida 11th in the nation on this metric. It's 4.
Crazy.
Washington. The state of Washington has also been grappling with a significant homeless population, ranking 4th in the United States with 40,211 individuals experiencing homelessness as of 2022. The unsheltered homeless rate in Washington stands at 50.2%, making it the 9th highest rate in the nation. Additionally, the state has the 6th highest rate of homelessness per capita, with 52.6 individuals per 10,000 people without a stable place to live. From 2020 to 2022, Washington experienced a 10.0% increase in homelessness, placing it as the 15th highest increase among U.S. states. Looking back further, the state has seen a 7.8% increase in homelessness since 2007, ranking 16th in the country. 5. Texas. In the state of Texas, the homeless population has been
This is unbelievable, guys. This is so unbelievable. This is so unbelievable. But you get where I'm coming from.
notable concern, ranking 5th in the United States with 34,432 individuals experiencing homelessness as of 2022. The unsheltered homeless rate in Texas stands at 44.9%, making it the 12th highest rate in the nation. Additionally, the state has the 36th highest rate of homelessness per capita, with 11.3 individuals per 10,000 people without a stable place to live. Encouragingly, from 2020 to 2022, Texas experienced a 10.3% decrease in homelessness, placing it as the 8th highest decrease among U.S. states. Looking back further, the state has seen a significant 38.6% decrease in homelessness since 2007. 6. Oregon. In 2022, Oregon has the 6th highest number of homeless individuals in the United States, with 27,959 people living without a permanent residence. A striking 61.7% of Oregon's homeless population is unsheltered, which ranks as the 4th highest unsheltered homeless rate in the nation. The state also has the 3rd highest rate of homelessness per capita, with 62.3 individuals per 10,000 people experiencing homelessness. Over the past couple of years, Oregon has seen a significant 22.5% increase in homelessness from 2020, making it the 9th highest increase among U.S. states.
Someone says, I live here in San Bernardino. San Bernardino. Okay. And everywhere you go and you see, everywhere you go, you see homeless. It's homeless. It's sad and a shame to the USA. It means like the government is not doing their jobs. They are just sitting on top of their high mountains of money without helping the homeless. I am a US Marine vet. All I can do is pray that these people get help. Someone else says, American dream achieved when you fall asleep. Homelessness is every state of America will get worse in a couple of years from now. Wow. I really hope God helps those people to find an open door of opportunity for them. It saddens me to see people in this situation. Really, it is so sad to see this. Such that I'm so mind blown. I'm so mind blown. Other cities that they say is very high in terms of homelessness has to be Massachusetts, Arizona, Pennsylvania. Then it has causes of homelessness in Pennsylvania. So let's hear that.
Pennsylvania ranks 9th in the United States, with 22,691 individuals experiencing homelessness as of 2022. The unsheltered homeless rate in Pennsylvania is relatively low at 12.7%, ranking 38th in the nation. Additionally, the state has the 28th highest rate of homelessness per capita, with 18.8 individuals per 10,000 people living without stable housing. Between 2020 and 2022, Pennsylvania experienced a 5.1% decrease in homelessness. Furthermore, the state has made significant progress since 2007, witnessing a 21.8% decrease in homelessness. These statistics indicate that Pennsylvania has made strides in addressing its homeless population in recent years. 10.
Okay, so other states that are mentioned has to be Georgia, Ohio, Tennessee, Colorado, North Carolina, Illinois. The thing is, in this picture, it just looks like everywhere is a campsite, and I pray that nobody experiences homelessness. It's not anything that I wish even on my enemies, but I'm just more keen to appreciate that we are beginning to speak out on the reality of what is happening in different places of the world. And on the concept of the American dream, do you still think America is the American dream is still valid? Is that a dream that has possibility? Let's see what other people had to say in the comment section. I wonder how we ordinary Americans should understand that while we expensed billions on the war in Ukraine, Afghanistan, and destabilized the third world countries as Haiti because of resources and discrimination, it is time to change the course if only we ordinary Americans wake up to that, to take this country on the right track. We moved from New York to South Florida. I actually think the problem is worse here, and I think they are more aggressive here. Whew. How about adding the people who moved back in with their parents and all couch surfing because they can't afford rent, and then see what the numbers are? Well, at least they still have a place to call home. My God, it doesn't matter what state it is, just the sheer number altogether is staggering. I agree with you. There must be 1 million homeless people total in the country. It's time to rethink the economic system that allows this. Yes, and I'm more keen on understanding why the homelessness exists. In the US, individuals living in cars due to partial homelessness results from a complex interplay of factors: high housing costs relative to income, stagnant wages, and income inequality drive this issue. Job loss, weak social support, medical expenses, eviction, and lack of affordable housing also contribute, while systemic problems and an inadequate policy further perpetuate the phenomenon. Wow. So let me know in the comment section down below, and also ways in which people can prevent themselves from ending up being homeless according to you. Well, that was a sad one, but also with a degree of relief, of accepting that these things are actually happening everywhere in the world. Until the next one, guys, bye for now.